Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, happy new year to you all, wherever you may be and however you watch What's Map, whether you're on the tram, on your iPhone, or actually, where do you watch What's Map? I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you sitting in your living room watching the big screen or on your phone? I just want to know. Tell me now. Now, one thing you probably want to know is, having seen the intro, you know this is not a snowfall map. Why are we looking at a small lake with a couple of islands in it in the snow? Well, if you've been following the workshop at all, you probably saw this on the front page. It did very, very well. It was so cute that I thought we'd have a look at it. Because, well, as you'll see, it's a welcome card to 2021. Thank you very much to Kalyi. I apologise if I got your name badly wrong there. My Korean is as good as my German. Yes, it translates as Starry. So thank you very much, Starry, for our 2021 card. This is really cute. We're not going to review it. I just had to share it with you guys. In a few moments' time, it will be consigned to history. But yes, thank you very much. That was a real pick-up on the front page of the workshop. Okay, on to maps and map reviews. Today's first map will be in the box seat for Map of the Year. It's there to be shot at by every other map that we see this year. It's a creator we have done 5 times in the past, episodes 1025, 1043, 1063, 1088 and 1092, where they got 10, 11, 11, 13 and then an oops, 9 stars. But it was a snowfall map and he likes snowfall maps anyway. It's a creator who is definitely starting to shine, and this map is really rather nice. So I'm sure you'll all be joining me for a round of applause and a big old click of that like button. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map, the first map of the year, is Buffalo Bill's Mirage. Yes, we're going for the quirky names already. Oh dear. By Eggsy. Eggsy. Hello Eggsy. How you doing, Eggsy? There's your start square. That looks infinitely playable, doesn't it? All of the options going on there. Big fan. Very nice. Terrain heights throughout. We have got mountains and ridges and big flat build spaces and lots of water. Then you have resources. If you want the oil, it's it's drilling under the oil. What? Just you can see. I don't need to tell you that. There you got your fishing. If you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we have all of the varieties of fish as well. Big bonus there. And then off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it is a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. There's a well-written write-up, including a map story. If you're into map stories, do have a little read of the little fictional, and it does tie in. We'll be checking something out from that. It does tie in very nicely as well. We'll be using the Fertile Desert theme, which was actually created by Eggsy, no doubt for this specific map. And we'll also be using the Relight Average LUT, which wasn't created by Eggsy. Railway Replacer is in place today as well. Recommendation for 81 tile mod, I'd say not essential, but it's nice to have more tiles, isn't it? And then we are down to ground level. So this map is right nice. I've already had people telling me on was it in the was it Patreon or was it Facebook comments or was it Discord, somewhere people have been bigging this map up, saying it's a potential map of the year for this year, or if I'd reviewed it last year when I could have done, possibly just squeezed it in right at the very end. Map of the year. Ooh, now there's a big shout. Nice bridge work here and nice highway work as well. If you're a vanilla player, normal vanilla player, and obviously you're looking at this going, yeah, this looks great. Can I get away with not using mods? You will need some mods to be able to work with either Anarchy or Move It, because of the distance between the two highways. It's quite close, but it doesn't ever claim to be a vanilla rules map, so I'm not marking your map down for this. I'm just letting you guys know in case you don't use any mods at all. Yeah, either Fine Road Anarchy, which is a very nice mod. Why wouldn't you want it? Or move it to actually move the actual nodes about is the way you want to go. A little bit of encroaching grass underneath the flyover there. I'm sure Eggsy's now shooting himself in the face. Sorry, Eggsy, I didn't mean to find that, but there we are. And also lane mathematics. And actually, I've got to say, I really like the lane mathematics on this map. Even without Traffic Manager plugged in, it looks like it works brilliantly. So take a little bow for that one. Right, coming up to the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge, and this bridge is covered very neatly in the map description. Now, I'm not going to give you the big story behind this, but in the map description there is something about sinking ships. And, well, why would ships sink? Well, because they maybe hit things and stuff. Anyway, we've actually got them. I just want to show you actually the pillar there. It's very close to being a bit too tight there for me, but it'll do. It's not actually encroaching onto any highways. But yes, we have a sunken ship over this side. Sunken ship. You can't see them from above the water. It's just a nice little nod to the story, and I'm only showing them because it's actually in the description. I probably wouldn't have even noticed they were down there otherwise, so they're not going to cause you any issues at all or any concerns. Aesthetically, not game breaking at all. So we've got some very nice intersections on this map, very slickly done. Everything is very clean and crisp, and Eggsy is starting to show themselves to be the excellent creator that we always knew that they were. Well, they've had 13 stars once. 13 stars is really nothing to be sniffed at. 12, you're only looking to get 12, okay? Anything above 12 is just showing off. Yeah, it's like, did BonBonB get out of bed the right side? That kind of thing. 12 stars means you basically cracked it. That's all you're looking for. You never have, 15-star maps. Well, you know, again, it's just it's an opinion show. This is what it is. It's an opinion show. I'm giving an opinion. You're entitled to give yours. I'm very happy to always allow you to put, as long as you're kind in the comments and try and be nice to the creators. Then I'm all for your opinions down in the comments, and also you get to vote as well at the end of the map on the viewer's choice, where we end up at the end of the month with a top 10 list of maps as voted by you, not by me. And that's important to me. That's important to me. I do this partly for myself, partly for you guys, but also I do this to learn myself. And when you guys say, oh, that it doesn't look right because... I listen, I look, I listen. I don't always agree. I do listen, and I've had my opinion switched and swayed over the years by some of your feedback. So keep it coming. Keep it coming. Again, like I say, I won't always agree with you. You won't always agree with me. And as long as we don't have a fight, we'll be okay. Where were we? Ah, yes, coming down towards the start square now. Now, you'll notice that the highways are very slick and tidy, and they are. This is your start square intersection coming up here, and again, it's a nice little trumpet intersection. Got a few ad boards along the side, which again is very nicely done. Nice little trumpet going on there. See what I mean? These two highways coming down and around into the start square. They're right next to each other. You won't be able to connect to those two without Anarchy or Move It. Now, having said everything is very slick and beautiful, I'm pretty sure what you're going to see in a few moments' time doesn't show up on Eggsy's map. It can't. This map is doing so well that what you're about to see cannot appear on Eggsy's, but it appears on mine. And over here, we've got these concrete bollards that are just showing up over the edge of the... You see that? Look at this. I can elevate that. I don't understand why those bollards are even there. They serve absolutely no purpose at all, from what I can tell. Unless they're being used as decals for whatever purpose. Anyway, I'm not buying them. They don't really look that they're causing any hassle or hazards. It doesn't seem massively elevated over the edge of the road. I just really wish they weren't there at all. So there we go. So it might have been an intentional thing. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. I come past an intersection here that goes close to the water, and it's really nicely rock worked down by the water's edge. I wish I'd stopped to show you that one, but I knew this was going to be a long show already, running to 10 minutes, and we haven't even got to the ad breaks, which is going to be something a little bit different. Let me show you here. We're using Railway Replacer mod. You don't need it to be active, you just need it to have it actually subscribed to, and all will be good. So yes, good bridge work here, by the way. Again, I do like this bridge. I think that's done beautifully. Good choice of bridge, and it works really very nicely with the railway that was being selected for the map. Yeah, the ad breaks, I'm going to be running a few mid-roll breaks. So if you'd be so very kind as to not have an ad blocker, and instead of having my boring old breaks, you can skip over the ads if you really want to. Of course you can. It's your right to. But of course, it's just going to help me hopefully get a little bit more self-sufficient with the channel to have a proper ad break. Rather than you seeing the same old perfect bridge tutorial, I'll throw a few of those in every now and then. And of course, if you want to have one of your own personal ads on my channel, then just follow the instructions in the description and we'll sort something out. But for me, I feel that it's about time that we tried the mid-rolls, and we'll see what happens with them, shall we? Anyway, we've got tunnel coming up here. Now, this tunnel emerges all the way over on the other side. A little bit of suspension of disbelief going on here because of where the tunnel would have to go. We're going to go past the dam. We'll have a look at the dam in the second half of the show. We've got some really nice feature areas to show you on the second half of the show. And also a design, I'll say not an issue, a design thing that I'm not big on. That's it, yeah, these things are coming. Do like this though, the way that this tunnel emerges here. Notice the rubble in the middle at the back and the flat rocks on the side. I think that is excellent work. I love this. I also like the way it's like, don't go in here, kids. Do not play in tunnels. Tunnels can be very dangerous. This is not Grand Theft Auto. No, do not play in tunnels. Right, so where were we? Yes, so following the rail along. There's not too much to say about the rail. It's slick, it's clean, it looks really nice with the rail line that's been selected. Nice little bridge here again, liking the rock work on either side. The pillar placement looks amazing as well, and the same going on here. Again, just looks clean and crisp and tidy, and it's nothing to write home about really. It's solid work. And the solid work is basically the least we can expect from an experienced creator. Well, we're going to come up to one of these splendid junctions. It's huge, allows plenty of room for your trains to stack up in here as well. And if we were to go off that way, it would just take us around and over the highway, over the river, and off the edge of the map over there. No point going that way, so we'll come this way, which means we have reached the edge of the map. We'll take that intermission and we'll come back and do the shipping, because there's bound to be some kind of shipping, don't you think? And so back to Buffalo Bill's Mirage by Eggsy and the shipping routes. And we have one, and it's absolutely spot on. Under the big old bridge, which is nice, and it just heads up the widest part in the middle, which means you could just pop down your harbour anywhere you like around here, and all of this would work very nicely indeed for you. It dead ends over here just before we get to the not quite so big old bridge. I'm getting so many memes on this channel, I can't keep up. But yes, it just stops right there. Makes sense. I'm happy with that. Then we have water flow. Now, if you want water flow, this is your main river that goes down through the start square. But you don't need to worry too much about this because Eggsy has you covered, yeah? We've already got the entire start square laid out with pipes, which is nice, and it's neat, and it's clean. And then we actually have water flow in the big old lake here. It's actually a reservoir more than a lake. We'll be checking out the dam a bit later on because the dam is actually relevant to the water for obvious reasons. Right, let's have a little look around. Let's take you over to a part of the map that I really like. Loving the terrain down here. And admittedly, obviously from a terrain party map at some point, but we have a really well used height map. I like the tree placement as well. All credit to Eggsy for that. Possibly could have used a little bit of shrub here and there, but it's still good work. I cannot fault it. Very nice. Then as we have a spin around, you can see we've got a lot of water in the 25 tiles. So if you're going to be playing a 25 tile game, you're going to be building very close to the edge of the lake. Let me bring you down here because, ooh, it's a castle. And this is a very nice castle. Is it a perfect castle, BonBon? In my eyes, no, because I feel there are some minor things that could be fixed here. Minor things. Let me show them to you, okay? First of all, what I like, though, I like the design of it. I'm loving the way that we're seeing regular now. These bridge pillars used as castle gates. Loving the elevated walkways as well between the two walls. It's exceptional work, okay? It is exceptional work. What I'm going to question mark is these cannons. If I was going to be putting these down for the public to come and see, I don't want them to be hiding behind a bush. So I'd be inclined to bring those cannons in just a little bit. Not big problems. Symmetry. Eggsy has got great symmetry with this castle. So much so that the crumbling walls on these towers are symmetrical. Which, well, I think it drags away from the believability for me. I can see why though, because we want to have these two doorways facing directly backwards. I would say they don't need to be. I could do a little spin there, and it's still on the inside. Do a spin that way, that's still on the inside. Now the symmetry on these two towers will be broken, and I think I prefer that. Okay, small stuff, all small stuff. Before we go and look at the third thing, let me show you this little cove down here. Got a lovely little pier there, and of course a smuggler's cave. Wow, very nice. Okay, now heading back over this way, back out towards the car park, and we have a lovely little car park here, including get your Chirpies Frosties there. Lovely, thank you very much. Nice little ice cream, and a lovely car park there as well. Nicely pruned, beautifully detailed, and no way of getting to it. Would it be lovely, nicely detailed with an ice cream van there? If you couldn't get into it. Not even a fake little track leading down, pretending it connects to the highway. Yeah, I think that could be added some way or another. I'm loving this river delta, by the way. I've got to say, the river delta, love this. And I love this little cove here. Could easily skip over little areas like this. And here we've got like the life buoys. We've just got some nice detailing, the old deck chairs as well. And over there, the essential lighthouse. Isn't she lovely? Oh, and rocking and rolling. We have got all of the memes. I'm going to have to write all these down. Write a book about my memes, couldn't I? Yes. Well, you know what's coming now, don't you? There's that. Yeah, a road that doesn't connect to anything. I prefer that to nothing. And it's everybody's favourite factory. Boom. Liking this, it looks like it's a big old industrial door there. Looks like it. We know it isn't, but it looks like it, which is all that matters. Looks like a big old industrial door there because it's all locked up. And it's locked up over here as well because, you know, these mines can be very dangerous. Be very, very dangerous. So I'm glad it's locked up. How dangerous can they be, Eggsy? They can be that dangerous. Yes. Do not go down there. It's not looking very healthy. We've even got a dino oil sign down there as well. And why not? And then over here, I did say something about a dam, didn't I? And we've got a very nice dam here as well. Liking the work with this dam. This is where your water is being pumped from and your sewage will be pumping out. It looks amazing. Liking the work on it. Only thing that I would change or improve on, if you have a look at these sewage outlets, the way that they are, it's just a little bit higher than, I mean, I don't know if this will actually affect gameplay if we lower them, because this is actually a working sewage outlet, but having that down there a little bit lower would be a little bit nicer aesthetic. It might break playability. Yeah, so ignore that if that breaks playability, okay? I don't know, I've not checked. I just think it looks nicer, a bit lower. Now, let me show you this. I really like the map like that. I'm not so sold on that. I mean, I don't mind that. And we've got a huge area over here, which once you break away from the lake, is a nice big flat buildable space. But it's a nothing space. And these lakes are very nice. These lakes are very nice, but they're tucked away in the corner. What I think in terms of map design would have been a little bit better is if we could have done some kind of sweeping lakes coming in towards, rather than bending away from the main reservoir, just sweeping in towards the reservoir. I think that would look a little bit nicer, rather than just big old bank of green going on there. And maybe even some mountains along. Well, we've got plenty of them already, haven't we? There's your start square. And we have an asset of the day. You knew an asset of the day was going to arrive at some point. This is Residential Building 03333 by Valex. Now, if you recognise the work and think of the name Valex, yes, this is, or formerly was, Valex. And Valex is definitely one of my favourite creators. There's just something about their designs that really, it just hits a chord with me. I just love their work. So Valex, now known as Valex, sorry, get that right, Valex. I think actually it's a better name. So yeah, credit to Vlad for sorting that one out. And factoids, because factoids, and we haven't had one about mosquitoes for a while. So here we go. The female mosquito is the only one that bites. There we go. Who knew that? Hand it up if you knew that one. Oh, we had to start with the old, if we're going to do memes, we had to start with the old meme about mosquitoes, haven't we? Anyway, we'll go back to proper factoids tomorrow. Residential Building 33 by Valex. Today's asset of the day. And that would be about it. Your chance now to tell me what you think of today's map before I tell you my voting. Is this a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But what do I think of today's map? Well, needless to say, it is very nice. It is very nice indeed. Aesthetically, it scores highly with me. Thing is, I think in terms of map design, it could do more. And so what I'm gonna give it a middle 4, because I just think in terms of design, we've got 3/4 of a great map and 1/4 of a meh map. I think that 1/4 could make all the difference. So, still 4 stars. Good score. Detailing, I'm going to go for a high 4. Only reason why it doesn't get that 5th one is pretty much the same reason. We've got a whole area where, honestly, more inspiration could be used. So, good score. Very high 4. Lovely work. Gameplay potential. I'm going to go for a low 4. Again, it is playable. Very playable. But again, once you break away from that lake and start expanding into that space, it just loses it a little bit. Just a little bit. Still good score though, 4 stars. And, no question from me, has to get the BonBonB seal of approval. Because my grumbles are all little ones. I'm finding things to talk about here. So, discussion points. Bring it on in the comments. Tell me how wrong I am. I don't mind. It's all opinion. It's all opinion. And if this review gets sexy a few more 100 subscribers, then wow, great, lovely. Just go and play. Anyway, thanks for getting to this far. If you are still here, you are part of the 20 and out elites. Use the words of the day into the comments for 100 population points. We'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What Map series. So thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. And I'll see you very, very soon.